Hey everybody, what's up? It's Live with April Diamond here on Hey Vegas TV, and I'm excited to be back with my guest today. It is the one, the only, Dave Nichol. Hey, you heard the round of applause going on?
I hear them. They're roaring.
They're roaring. Oh my gosh. So there's this thing called a boy band that seems to be really popular lately. And when I went to the composer's room recently, I caught the tail end of your show. It was a boy band brunch or something like that. And I was like, what is this amazing group of guys singing and dancing, like bringing back this whole boy band thing? And I was like, looking at your audience going, these people are so, and it's all ages.
Yeah.
And they were totally into it.
Yep.
So we've got the boy band remix, but then I found out that you have a huge history in the music business and choreography, and like, I don't know where to start. Where should we start?
Well, I grew up singing and dancing, and then ended up on Star Search back in like '92.
Oh, really? Star Search?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did a TV series called Roundhouse on Nickelodeon. Then I
Wow.
went to Power Rangers. I was a stunt guy on Power Rangers for.
You were a stunt guy on Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you watch Power Rangers. Woo woo. Yep. That's amazing.
And then I went back to Orlando and was doing Universal Studios. I was doing the Beetlejuice show there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a call from Johnny Wright, and he wanted me to choreograph a video for one of his girl groups. I think it was Solid Harmony.
Okay.
And did that, and then next thing you know, I was just working with all the boy band groups and solo artists. Like I started Aaron Carter when he was 8 years old. Taught him how to dance.
Working with Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was 8?
He was 8 years old.
Was he a good dancer at
Little
8?
kid. Yeah, actually, he was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we had a great time. Of course, he was just an innocent little kid, wanted to have fun and stuff, you know. So we put his show together, went on tour with Backstreet Boys, and yeah, had a lot of fun. And then I just started working with more of the boy bands and all that stuff, doing choreography. Mm-hmm. Then I got signed to A&M Records with a boy band on A&M Records in New York.
Amazing.
And so we were writing our songs, and then I was taking a break. I was in Orlando, and actually I was on my 10-year reunion coming home, and I was driving, and I had the song in my head, and I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And so I called Fight Ren, the producer, and I said, hey man, I got this cool song in my head. I need a hip hop track with lots of digital sounds. And so the next week I went into Transcontinental Records, and he and I started working on it. I wrote the hook really quickly, recorded it, and while I was in there, JC from NSYNC called me, and I was like, hey, I'm at Transcon, you should come over and help me write this song.
Wow.
And he was like, oh, I just got back from Germany, I gotta do my laundry.
You're like, dude, I gotta write a song. You could do your laundry later.
So he was like, why don't you come over in a little bit, and then we'll just write it over here tonight. I was like, all right, that's cool.
Wow.
So we did the track. Fight Ren knocked out the track. I did the hook, and then we went over there and we wrote the verses. And he recorded the verses the next morning. And then he had a song that he had started writing, and he was like, here, it's like this. And we played it on the piano, and then I ended up writing on that one as well. So those were the first two big hits that got put out.
And what were the songs?
The one that I started was Digital Get Down.
Digital Get Down. I like that.
It's on the No Strings Attached CD.
Oh, it's on No Strings Attached.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's kind of a big record, a big album.
That's a big record.
Big one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Broke the records, actually. The first week, we sold 2 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was, I mean,
that's incredible.
My plaque is like 11 or 12 million, so I don't know what it is now. But I can assume it's maybe around 14 platinum.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
It was a big album. And my single, Digital Get Down, was going to be the next single.
Yeah.
But then the record label decided to put out the next album instead of a single. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
Why me? No, just kidding. But
you're going to get your chance. I feel like there's something coming for you.
Yeah,
there's something coming for you.
And then the next song, the other song, we wrote and everybody loved. It was called You Don't Have to Be Alone. And that was the original title as well. However, Johnny Wright brought us in the office and was like, hey, can you guys make this a Christmas song? And we were like, I mean, I guess so.
Okay.
So we did, and we made it a Christmas song. All we did was like, you don't have to be alone on Christmas. And that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
So NSYNC has a Christmas album.
Yeah, they have a Christmas album.
And that's on there.
And he said he was going to put it on the Christmas album.
Okay.
However, it did not come out on the Christmas album.
I just don't like those howevers, you know.
And I was like, what? We changed the song to be a Christmas song, and you didn't put it on the Christmas album. Like, what's going on? And so shortly after, I was actually, at the time, I believe I was on tour. I was the lead singer for Chippendales World Tour.
Oh, here we go with Chippendales. You and Jeff Timmons.
Yeah.
You guys are both hanging out with the Chippendales.
He did it he did a little stint in Las Vegas, but I was on the world tour. I did the world tour for like on and off for 8 years.
So were you one of the Chippendales? Like you were actually like?
No, I was the MC and a singer, and I was a dancer, but not a Chippendales. Because Chippendales have to be 6 foot. I'm not that tall.
See, you and Jeff both say, Jeff's like, I didn't do this Chippendales thing, but you guys are both in there, and I'm like, who's telling the truth? No, just
well,
kidding.
we were both in shape. We had to be both in shape. You know, we had to be in shape. And,
I'm teasing.
You know, they did get to see abs and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Not right now, but you know,
well, you know,
at that time I was rocking.
And you can rock it when you need to again. Right?
So, anyways, we were coming off of our last stop. We had toured around Europe, and you know, nobody spoke English over there. We were like, we're going to Swansea, Wales. We're going to Wales. They speak English there. Yeah, woohoo! We go to Wales, and we could not understand a word they were saying.
Why?
We're like, can you speak slowly, please? Their accents are so strong.
So thick, yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy accent.
But I was walking around at the mall,
Yeah.
and then I saw a new CD. It was The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And I was looking on it, and it was on there. It was on The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Your song was on
there?
there?
Our song was on the soundtrack.
How did that happen?
I do not know. I just happened to find out.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then a couple years later, those Now CDs, you know the Now CDs?
I remember those, yeah.
So Now came out with Now That's What I Call Christmas. And I was doing a show with Chippendales in Minnesota, and I was in the Mall of Americas.
I see.
And went into a music store, and we were on there. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Amazing. So that was cool. And then a
That's
couple
great.
years later, they came out with Now That's What I Call Christmas 2, and I was like, dang. But I looked on there, and we were on that one too.
Oh my gosh.
So I had 4 releases with that one song.
You didn't know you're so famous with all your songs out there. It's like randomly. Oh, I guess they weren't going to tell you that your song was on there?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
The business
how it
is
works,
crazy.
You know?
And so, I mean, that's so much of a backstory. There's so many things, you know, people know you as a choreographer, and then they're starting to get to know you here in Vegas with the Boyband remix, but you've been doing this a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And you've been doing choreography for Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and
yeah, well,
yeah.
I started, my assistant at the time, Keith Jr., I was already teaching, so he came in with me. I moved to LA, and then they came to us, and he started working with Backstreet while I was in LA. And then when I came back, then I started working with NSYNC. I did their first opening for their first American tour, and then I was doing Aaron Carter and some of the other groups throughout.
Oh, Aaron Carter, yeah.
Yeah.
Transcon, okay, gotcha.
So that's how it all went down. That's how I was like a whole part of the whole boy band movement.
Yeah.
You know, and not only that, but being on the tours and seeing how deeply affected you little girls were.
So crazy. The fans are so. I was telling Jeff this too. I say Jeff because you guys are friends. You guys know each other too.
Yeah.
He was saying the same thing, that it's just, he goes, these kids are going nuts. And he goes, even to this day, now that they're back on tour, they're still like crying and being excited and going crazy. And I'm like, people in their 40s? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, do you find that to be true? Like, do you see that?
No, because I haven't been on tour with any
Out
boy
that way
bands
yet,
in a
but-
while.
But back in the day-
the enthusiasm, yes.
Yes,
Even
major.
at our shows, like the enthusiasm and the happiness and the joy
Yeah.
that comes from our show
Yeah.
is unbelievable. Like, you know.
I was blown away by the audience that you had, because people are starting to get to know your show now. And it's interesting how it kind of crosses age groups. People say, well, what's the age group? And I'm like, I don't think there is one, because the kids love it.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, what is this music? And the parents are like, well, I grew up with the boy band stuff.
Yeah.
So now you're reintroducing it to a new audience. And then the parents were the screaming kids back in the day, getting all excited. And so now it's a thing again.
Yeah, if you notice the show that you came to, half the crowd was between 60 and 85.
Wow.
We had a group that came in.
Okay.
And that I was like, I don't know how this is going to go.
How are they going to like that?
But they loved the show. Like, they went ecstatic. There was a lot of performers in that group, and they were coming up to us afterwards. They were like, you got something big here. So
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and you came right up after the show as well, you know. And so the demographic for our show now is anywhere. Like, we've had people in their 20s, we've had little kids. Here's the thing, it's singing and it's dancing.
Yeah.
It's fun. So that covers all territories. And what my idea was, look, I want to definitely satisfy the little girls who are now women now, who grew up with that, who love it, who still listen to it. But also, now let me transfer it to their kids.
Yeah.
So what we did was we did a remix of all the stuff to update it so that the younger generation would kind of feel it.
Right.
Whereas their moms were in there singing it with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why it's the boy band remix.
I see.
You know.
Okay.
You could go from my daughters have been there. My daughter's 5 and 9, and they love the show.
They know all the songs.
Oh, they know all the songs.
Isn't it interesting how kids
They think they're all my songs, by the way.
They think
like,
they're your song?
Daddy, your song. It's like, bye, bye, bye. And I'm like, yeah, it's my song.
It's interesting how kids, you know, they tap into music and they can learn every lyric and every beat, and they're so like in the moment, and you're like, how do you know all that, but you don't want to do your homework?
Yeah.
But you know every song, every lyric in this song, and the dance move, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, I think, and I love the resurgence of the boy band thing. You know, back in the day, there used to be like either you liked rock, or you liked boy bands, or you liked pop, or you like R&B, and now it's just a big.
Yeah, it's like the hit. It's like it's popping right now. I've been trying to get this show together for 15 years.
Oh wow.
You know, I started with Chippendales way back in 2003. And when I was on the tour, I was like, this is a great business model. I was like, I need to do a boy band version of this.
Right.
You know, and have a show in Vegas, and have a European tour, and have a United States tour. And I want to put one in Orlando and Nashville as well. That's my business plan for the boy band remix. And so I did it in Germany. I lived in Germany in 2012, I think it was. And a club asked me to do it, and it was a hit. Like, I had the people from MTV were there.
Wow.
Like, celebrities were there. I had the German championship team there.
Amazing.
The club said they had never felt the way that club felt that night, because even the VIPs, who were all laid back and cool, were up singing the songs and having fun. And he was like, they were like blown away at the amazing feeling that was in the club. It was different. And that's how it is in our show. And that's why it will affect anyone from 5 to 85.
Yeah,
you know?
It crosses all age groups. I saw that when I saw your show, and it made me think back to those days. And that music, the thing about that music is it's family friendly.
Yes.
You know, you can take your parents and your kids and your grandkids, or what, you know, everyone can go, and there's no, you know, parental, you know, guidance suggested or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the kids listened to it and they were going crazy, so their parents had to listen to it while they took them to school every day.
Right.
So they know the songs.
Yeah.
Guys were trying to be too cool and act like they didn't like it, but they were listening to it, because now they come to the show with no inhibitions, and they're singing it out loud, and like it's pretty cool, man. It's really cool.
That must be a great feeling.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk more about that and some things you have coming in the future, and Vegas, and just all these different things. So I'm excited to hear more. We'll be right back.
Vegas! Celebrate every day in style at the Composer's Room. We bring you non-stop entertainment infused with the vibrant spirit of Las Vegas. Our tavern serves the best drinks in town. Whether you're a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Reserve your visit to the Composer's Room today and start celebrating Las Vegas our way.
All right, we're back live with April Diamond here on Hey Vegas TV, and I'm talking right now with David Nichols, and he is talking about the boy band remix and the influence of the boy band thing, which is a huge resurgence, and how it's so family friendly. And tell us about your relationship with the all the boy bands, and they've known you for a long time, obviously,
Yeah.
and you've worked with them. How's that relationship? Have you guys kept it up over the years? And
It's hard, you know. It's like even with my television show
Yeah.
on Nickelodeon Roundhouse, like, you know, people end up having families. They're traveling the world. They're doing their things. They're doing their TV shows.
I see.
Touring the world. It's hard to keep in touch a lot. Stay in touch. I will tell you one cool story though. It was when Justin Timberlake was putting out one of his first albums, and I had just gotten Chippendales as well, and I happened to be here in Vegas at the time, and he was performing over at BB King's at Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, Mandalay Bay. Yeah.
And so I went to the show, and Joey Fatone's brother, Steve Fatone, put me on the list and got me in. So I was watching the show, and he's like, "Hey, did you get to see Justin yet?" And I was like, "Nah, I haven't." And so he's like, "Hold on." So it's just me in the audience. They've already gone. Everybody's left. So I was just waiting to talk to him.
Sure.
And he was with Cameron Diaz at the time. So him and Cameron were on the stage talking to a bunch of people. And Steve went up and whispered to him, "Hey, David Nichols out there." And he was like, all of a sudden I just heard, "David Nichol! David Nichol! Where's David Nichol? Where's David Nichol?" And I was like cracking up. So he left the whole, like there was like 10, 15 people that they were entertaining on the stage.
Yeah.
He just left them and came over to the edge of the stage. He's like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Like, what's going on?" It was so good to see him so humble.
Yeah.
You know, and
Because you were with them in the beginning, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
we used to
so-
play basketball. Like, I'd go to their house, we'd play basketball, we'd all go to the movies. We were
Yeah.
just hanging out because they were only big over in Europe. Like,
Right. That was before the big explosion here in the U.S.
Yeah, so nobody knew them here.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were just boys. We were just all hanging out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I ended up being friends with JC and writing with JC. JC actually hooked me up with Fight Rin, and I wrote
wow.
songs with Fight Rin, and that's why I knew to give Fight Rin a call, because Fight Rin was working with all NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all the groups out of there. So that's why I called him. I was like, "Hey," because I had already worked with him, and I
Right.
knew he's really good, so I knew he could put something together. So yeah, we were all friends. I was more friends with NSYNC. There was a group called Natural that we all used to hang out. I ended up doing some choreography for them too.
Yeah.
Before they blew up. They ended up not doing big here in America. But they blew up in Germany and Europe.
Right.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I toured with Backstreet. So we all used to hang out and play basketball backstage. We did an amphitheater tour with them.
Nice.
where we had I choreographed and directed Aaron Carter's.
Oh, Aaron Carter's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was opening up for them this time. The first time he was just going out and doing a song. Like, they were like, "Aaron, what are you doing on stage?" I was like, "I want to sing too." And they were like, "What?"
That's
so
cute.
they would ask, like, you know, Nick would be like, "Do y'all want to hear him sing?" And they'd be like, "Ah."
Yeah, of course.
So he would do a song. Next thing you know, he had an album deal, so a single deal, and then we got the album deal.
Wow. And you were there
Yeah.
for all that.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
major music history.
Yeah.
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 Boy band music history.
Yeah.
It's I like the camaraderie, and I like the connection, and I like the fact, and you're not just a choreographer, okay? The man is a songwriter, a hit songwriter, and you're just like super multi-talented.
I got blessed to be a Grammy nominee and a Billboard Award winner.
Yes. Okay. And I
just to be
saw that on your Instagram that you've been
Yeah.
nominated for a Grammy. What was the nomination?
For the Album of the Year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big deal, just so everyone knows. Getting nominated for Album of the Year.
Yeah. It was nominated for a Grammy,
Wow.
American Music Award, and Billboard Award, but we only won the Billboard Award.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
but just being in the running of that's incredible.
Yeah, no doubt. no
Wow.
doubt. It was an awesome time. And then I looked back and then I was like, wow, look at all these Motown shows. Like,
Yeah.
all these Motown shows, like they're 40, 50 years old, but they're
Right.
still packing people in. And I was like, the boy bands were just as big, if not even bigger,
I think
due
bigger.
to television and radio and all that stuff. And that's why I thought I got to do a boy band review show.
Yeah.
And that's how that all came together, just the thoughts. And then when I joined, Chippendales, it was like, oh, here's the business plan that I need.
Right.
And so now, finally, I got it up. We have a residency here in Las Vegas at the Composers Room.
Yeah, Composers Room.
So every 2 weeks, we do a cool brunch show. Because that's the best way to get out here in Las Vegas. There's a million other things you can do. And it's at night especially, there's 1,000 shows to go see. So less competition to really get a growing show excuse me, out and get heard of, So we're doing it grassroots. Like, this is not the typical show that people get millions of dollars to come in and put together. No, this is Las Vegas, homegrown, in my living room with 5 guys that felt the same as me and felt the same as everybody that loves boy bands, that this is going to be huge. This is the time right now. They put their time and effort in. And it's paying off, because when people see the show, they're like blown away. They didn't expect what just hit them.
Yeah.
It's not a band. We're not a cover band.
Right.
We're an actual, like, you could say we are a Broadway show, because that's actually like a lot of the older women that come, they're like, oh my God, this is like a Broadway show. I had no idea.
Yeah, because you're singing too. You guys are singing live.
Yeah.
And I think that, the music and the lyrics and everything hits people and they remember those days, right?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, and there's so much more to say about that. But when we come back, we're going to talk more with David and the boy band craze and where we're going next. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey Vegas! Celebrate every day in style at the Composers Room. We bring you non-stop entertainment infused with the vibrant spirit of Las Vegas. Our tavern serves the best drinks in town. Whether you're a cocktail connoisseur or a beer buff, our bartenders got you covered. And let's not forget about the food. Our culinary delights are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Come for the entertainment and stay for the food. Reserve your visit to the Composers Room today and start celebrating Las Vegas our way.
Hey, and we're back live with April Diamond on Hey Vegas TV, and we're talking to David Nichols, and we're getting into the boy band craze, talking about your show, and you were just talking about how that your audiences are really being stunned and really hit with the music and the fact that the age group is like, who knows what age group? Everybody loves
everywhere.
it. It's an incredible response.
Yeah. Yeah. People come to, like, the Composers Room is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
It is a melting pot for people to grow. It's also where entertainers who have been entertaining in Las Vegas and on the Strip that has changed now still have a place to entertain in Las Vegas. So you have a lot of the older people who have had shows for the last 10, 20 years, and they're doing shows here at the Composers Room. So he took us on as the first new show to be developed right there.
That's awesome.
And that's what's so cool about the Composers Room.
Yeah.
And they redid everything over there. It's really cool.
It's a great room.
The food, did you try the food?
The food is great.
Amazing. this is off topic, but I can't help it because I have to have.
That's okay. Talk about the chicken wings.
Are the
I
best
just said it too.
Right? The chicken wings are the best wings I've ever had in my life. They're crispy on the outside, moist on the middle, and then the bone just falls right out of your mouth.
Exactly.
Ridiculous. Anyways, back to the show. Okay.
I have to go home back to LA to eat like my bird food because when I go to the composer's room, and here's something else too. When you go to the composer's room, the thing you're gonna find is that people remember who you are, and they're like, "Hey, April. Hey, David. Hey." You know, everybody remembers you because it's like a it's a
tight little knit.
It's a tight little knit place, and a lot of people that do shows go there after the show because you guys are open late.
I go there all the time for the wings.
Yeah, the wings. I got to be careful. I go for salad.
Well, you need to come tonight because I have my other show.
Okay.
That I have developed. I used to run the #1 live band karaoke show in the world.
That's right.
In Orlando, Florida, at Universal City Walk. Yeah. So in my mind, I was hosting that for somebody else. In my mind, I had a better vision, and my vision was Karaoke A Go-Go. So what I did, I started Las Vegas Karaoke A Go-Go, and Damien and the Composer's Room allowed me to put it on the main stage. It's not your typical karaoke. It's 160,000 songs, any song you want to choose, but we got a live drummer for a live feel. We got go-go dancers. We're dancing with people. We're dancing in between people. I got dance music playing in between. It's a party.
So it's an automatic show. It's an automatic. You sing a song, boom, you have an instant show.
Yeah, exactly. So
live stage show.
Yeah, if it's a fun song, me and the dancers will get behind them and start doing like little routines and stuff. Like it's so much fun.
I'm so
it's
nervous
like the #1 dance, karaoke party in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And we have that every other Monday night.
Wow.
At the Composer's Room.
Well, if that's, I need to go to that for sure.
Tonight. So before you drive back.
Yeah, definitely. That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
And before you go, the one thing that I liked what you said about your show is it looks more like a Broadway show. I meant to bring that back up.
Yeah.
And I think that all of the years of experience that you have and your expertise in bringing all of those events and the people and the bands and the, just the history makes the show richer because you have all that nods to the back in the day and you know the moves, but you also know the people.
Yeah.
So you can communicate that. And I notice with the different songs that you do, you can, it gives you that feel like that boy band's in the room. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's...
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is, like I said, we're not a cover band. So there's storylines. And I talk about some of the history. We go through a little bit of the history.
Nice.
We go through the first singles. And I was involved in a lot of the little intricacies of it growing. And so I throw those little stories in there. And people are like, oh, my God, I didn't know that. It was so cool how you told the stories about, I didn't know that. You know? So it's that. We've got video, like the lights are programmed to every beat.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So people, like I said, people do not expect what we put together.
No, definitely not.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It looks like a big Broadway show on that, and you fill up the entire stage. I'm like, wow, they all fit on there doing, and you fit on there doing all the moves and everything.
We've hit the roof and the lights quite a few times, though.
I'm like, it's just right, it's matching the top, but it's overwhelmingly awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm super, impressed by the whole thing that you're doing. And I want to thank you for coming today. We definitely have to have you back for the next round because I know you're going to have songs out there. You're going to have more things happening. You're going to make your next album, I'm sure, and we want to know about it.
There's 3 albums out there right now.
Wow.
Of my own.
That's amazing. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure, and you've got more stories, and we'll have you back again. And thanks so much, and thanks for watching here at Live with April Diamond here on Hey Vegas TV, and give it up for David Nichol.
Woohoo!
Woo! Go see the
April
Boyband
Diamond.
remix. Thank you.